This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami's offense will have the ball first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
They booted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Seagal. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Canes are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Breaks into the open. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Going with the ground game left. Nice move there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Siegel. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Connection to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big thing.
Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Seagal. Moving away from pressure. running into the open space. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Shakes off the defender. Another broken tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute right now.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cheek. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense that time getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Quick catch on third down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Sawyer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finding open areas. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sawyer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. On the move at the 30. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Siegel. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Norton. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions that you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roach. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in, it's Callaway. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he pull you downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
North Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Running to Green. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. Touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser, and they'll knock him down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Safe completion on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Gonna look downfield again. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Caught over the middle. It's carry on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. To throw, it's Seagal. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Canes are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 10 on field goal.
Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Lowers those pads. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Siegel. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game. Just taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to set up the screen. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Finding an escape route. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Canes will punt it away. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Dropping back, it's Murphy. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to